This is class 9th Employability Skills, Information Technology 402 ICT Skills Unit number 3 we are taking. Creating an email account under communication and networking. What is an email? Why do we want to create an email and what are the uses? First of all, email is electronic mail. You can also call it as digital mail. Previously, we would write a letter, proper letter through hand, and we will then send it to the recipient, posting it to letterbox, and there is a whole procedure, whole transportation network through which our mail would be received by some other person, maybe inland or maybe internationally. So the person will reply and same channel will be used to receive the mail, postal mail. But now we are talking about digital mail. You don't have to write it on a paper. You just need an email account. So in order to set up an email account, in order to create an email account, there are so many email service provider companies. So there are many, but we will be talking about Gmail by Google, Outlook by Microsoft, and Yahoo by Yahoo. So Gmail is Google Mail. This is most popular. Google products are all popular. Then Outlook. This is by Microsoft. Again one of the more prominent companies. And Yahoo. Previously it was one of the most popular. Everyone was having the email on Yahoo only. So you see Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, Gmail, you have so many options. This is up to you. And all the email accounts or service, they look almost similar. You will not find much difference between them. So all the concept, all the scenario, all the working or the navigation is almost same. Either you work in Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo Mail, it won't be a difference, that I can tell you. Because I have Gmail account, Yahoo account, and we'll be discussing about all these account, we'll create account. So what are the simple steps to open an email account on Gmail? I'll just open a proper email account from the scratch for the beginners. So let us see that first, how to make or create an email account. How can we make a new Gmail account? Since I already have an account, so I logged it off. Now the best thing is you can go to any search engine, just type create Gmail account. So you will get certain links, and from all the links you see, I want you to go to a single form. So even if you open this link, you'll see there will be some option. It is showing create an account. Let me open some other link so that I can tell you that which form eventually you have to come. So this is the form, second link. So this form has come. Now, if you even click create an account, this will take you to the same form. So this is the form we are interested in, because now you are supposed to give your entry or entry values, or now you have to give your credentials. First name, last name, this is the name which will be shown to the user whom you are going to send the email. So this first name and last name is up to your choice. This is not very unique or specific. But the username is very important. Now this username, you can use letters, numbers and period. Period means dot. Now the thing is that this unique username will be used for all your Google products. Whatever you enter, sometimes it will be already taken by someone. So it will give you an option. Gmail and other email servers will give you option that, okay, this has already been taken. Now you type this is available, because there are millions of people who are using this Gmail. So I made a unique, this is my username, @gmail.com will automatically come. You don't have to worry about that. So @gmail.com is already there. So test.email introduction, this is what I made. Let me tell you, you just use letters, numbers and periods. First name, last name is for your identification. For others, other person will identify that you are sending this mail. But username is all what is important for you. Now coming to the password, you can use 8. You have to use actually 8 characters or more character, and you can mix the letters, numbers, and there are certain symbols, underscore, @. These symbols you may use. Try to make it as strong as possible, because this will make the email and other Google product identification more secure for you. Now I'm taking you to the next form. Now these are all optional. Phone numbers, if you want to put, you can put. Recovery email is there because there are so many hacking activities going on, and there are certain payment also Google is providing, Google Pay like. So phone number, that is why it is required. Recovery email, if someone hacks or sometimes something happens, then you need that recovery email address so that it can be recovered to another email address. Now here you have to enter date of birth. Google is saying your personal information is private and safe. Let's believe them. So date and the month and the year you have to give. And this, I'm just giving any arbitrary number. You have to give your specific one so that you get all these birthday wishes, etc. Then you have gender. Gender are 4 options are given here. So we have male, female, rather not to say, and custom. Okay, so I just entered it, and now these are some privacy terms. Just read it, and if you really want to agree this, just agree it. If you want a Gmail account, so I agreed it, and now we have come directly to Gmail account, new Gmail account. But the beauty is all the Google products, whichever they have, you have gotten access to it only by making a Gmail account. Now you have a YouTube channel. You can make a YouTube channel. You can have a Google Meet, Hangouts. All these Google products are now with you just by making this email ID, email account. Now you can add some photograph if you want to see your photograph here, so that people also see your photograph. And this is the first thing they ask. But what we will do here is we will directly jump to the emailing thing. So you have Google Map, Google News, etc. Everything is there at your tips now because of your Gmail account. So now I'm going to Gmail, Google Mail actually it is. So what you see is this is taking time because it is for the first time we have made, and since you see it's very clean, no email has come to me. I haven't sent any email to anyone. Now there are certain options on the left side. This inbox will keep all the emails coming to you. Send will keep all the mails you have sent. Drafts means the mail you have typed but not sent. The other options as well. Okay, sometimes you find some email very important, so you mark it, you star it, and sometimes you snooze it. Even if you are sending mail, you can give a proper time, that is you can schedule it. Now I'm composing, I just press compose. Here I'll give in 2 the email address to which I want to send the email. So this will be same as what we have made, that is it has to be of the form the way we have made, that is username @themailserver.com. So some email ID I have given, this email will be sent to there. As I said, you can schedule this email, you can type it say 2 at night and you can schedule it to send it at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you have to give the subject, it's always advisable, so that the other person will know what this mail would consist or contains. Then you will just type your mail. Please remember, I am just typing like this, but this is a formal way of communication. So there has to be a proper way of sending. Okay, the way you write letter to your say principal, like this, there is a formal way we write. So I have one application installed so that if any error is there, grammatical, it will correct. And then there is attachment. This is important. Now this attachment is a pin sign symbol. So here you can add images, you can add a spreadsheet, you can add videos, audios, etc. There are other options also which this email provides. So it's a complete package. It's a complete folder that will go along with your text. No doubt the text is more important, but to support this text, sometimes you need various other things. Okay, there is a delete option also. Now I send it. Once I send it, it is saying message sent. Now you can view the message. As I said, you have sent this mail, and now this has come into the sent folder. Left hand side you see sent is highlighted. So this is how you can send the email. You can check also. So what we have done is we have created an email account now, and once we have created an account, That is, there is a form, proper information has to be filled up. It's all free, only you have to pay for the internet. For Gmail service, you don't have to pay anything. And you have to put the name and information, date of birth, etc. on a form. And then once you have given all the information, you are verified, then now you can start emailing. So let us take some question and answer on this. So the answers are already there. I'll change one of the answer depending upon our discussion. Here are the steps to sign in to your Gmail account. If I change Gmail to email account, that also doesn't matter because this question will remain same for email also. First of all, what you will do, you have to go to the email service. Email that is www.gmail.com or yahoo.com, like this. Yahoo Mail. So second is first. Third is your signing in. For that, you will use username and password. Okay. So 2, 3, 1 and 4. 2, 3, 1 and 4. 2, 3, 1 and 4. So you can also say that 2, 3, 1 and 4 is also given the answer. 2, 3, 1 and 4. So we will go with 2, 3, 1 and 4. Which one of the following statements is false? You need to create an account before you can send an email. Yes. You should sign out of your account when you are not using the computer. Now, in order to secure, you don't want anybody else to use your computer for any fraudulent activity. For that, you need to sign out. It's always advisable. You do not need an internet connection to use your Gmail account. Well, partly it is true, but right now it's false. You must not share your password with others. Why would you like to share the passwords? It can be used, in a different way, in a bad way. So C is the correct one. You do not need an internet connection to use a Gmail account, but you can use, there are certain ways in which you can have all these emails, previous emails. Not new mail will not come. Which of the following is an email service? WhatsApp is a chatting service. WeChat is again a chatting service. Facebook is more of a social networking. So it has also Messenger. So it's also a kind of that. But a proper, the algorithm POP3, etc. These algorithms are used, and that is used in the email services like Gmail. So we'll answer here Gmail. Okay, this I have changed. There is one more question. What character should the password have in email address to make it more secure? Now, username as password you are entering. Username can be as easy as possible so that you remember. Okay, like Anshul Rastogi. It's looking easy. If you're putting password as 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC or Anshul or Rastogi, everyone know that these are the normal password 1, 2, 3, 4, ABCD. So the password is your authentication. So once you want to secure your account, you cannot have a weak password. People will get into your account, and now every account is linked with payment also. Or they can use it for some illegal purpose. So always use capital letters, small letter combination, use the digits, and then use the symbols. So minimum 8 characters it has to be, otherwise Gmail will or any email service will not accept. Then letters from A to Z, you can have capital and small combination always. Then you can have numbers. So 0 to 9, any numbers you can use, any combination you can use. And then this letters for A to Z, numbers are from 0 to 9. This you can use. Special character is very important because it is very difficult for any, say, robot to crack your password. So special character is always when you place shift, then only it will come. So this is how you make your password as strong as possible. Okay, this is all about this topic. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.